career.com.
And welcome back. Well, if you've spent the last 4 or 5 years in jeans and a t-shirt finishing your degree, you may need a bit of a makeover to go back to the briefcase instead of back to class.
And whether you're a graduate or recently unemployed, a career coach may help you get your image back on track. The BizMe gal, Amanda Goralski, is here, and she is the founder of the BizMe online magazine, a great place to visit to read those articles. So I guess a lot of people have heard of, well, we were talking a little bit, just the three of us, about life coaches. So you're what is called a career image consultant. So explain that, because there's a career coach, and then you think about an image consultant, but you combine the two.
I do. So what I do is I work with organizations as well as individuals, male and females, on polishing. So first impressions, personal branding, business etiquette, soft skills, and also how to dress for success in the office. So I'm taking all of those little details that can really make or break you in the business world and help you be successful and take yourself to a new level.
I think it's true that those little differences, they always say you can't be 100 times better than your competition, but you can be better in 100 different ways. You know, that's a little thing that we always followed in the pageant world, and I think those little things make a big difference when being hired in job interviews. There was a little nugget out that Forbes just posted that Milwaukee was just ranked 4th in the most hiring cities for this summer. So this is a perfect time for people who really are looking for a job, isn't it?
Right, and the jobs are definitely out there. They are, but again, there is so much competition right now because our economy has been so horrible the last couple years that it really comes down to the individuals in every organization that you have. I mean, I could have the same resume as you do, Molly, but if I come in a little bit more polished, a little bit more put together, and I've got the confidence, and you don't, they're automatically going to be drawn more towards me because they say, okay, she's the entire package where, you know, Molly's got a great resume, but it's all of that, you know, the polishing skills that she's lacking.
And that's where those soft skills or those interpersonal skills can be so important, because I sometimes think those can even make up for, you know, some areas that you maybe need a little training or something. So I think the obvious question is, do you only need a career or image consultant if you're looking for a job? What if you already have a job, but maybe you want to move up within your company or get a promotion, or you want to make a change?
I work with a lot of Gen Y right now and really getting them polished for the interviewing process, but I also have some older clients that are saying, okay, I have to present a lot for my job lately, and my coworker is totally kicking my butt and presenting, and I want to rise to that level. Will you help me with that? So you don't have to just necessarily be looking for a position. It's anything that you see as a weakness that might be holding you back in your current position from getting that next level. That's when you can really call in a career coach, image coach, and say, okay, these are my weaknesses right now, and this is where I want to be. Help me get there.
So what about a lot of people that say, okay, well, to do that, I'll just go to an employment agency. What's the difference between what an employment agency does and what you do?
Employment agency has some information on resume writing, interviewing, all of that. But really what that is they just are sending you job leads. They're not really polishing you. They're not working with you one-on-one. And that's something that I take great pride in with my business, is I sit down with people one-on-one. And if you need to network for your job and you're terrified of networking, I'll go to networking events with you. I'll be that safety net for you, and I'll hold your hand the entire step of the way, because that's what people need, is they need that individual attention that's not cookie cutter like a lot of them are, where it's like, oh, I'm just going to group you with everybody else, and I've done this 18 times over, you're just like them. It's like, nope, everyone is different, and you need to cater to what really is going to make them successful. Where employment agencies are just, we'll send you job leads, you pay us to do that, and then you follow through with it.
Right.
You shared some interesting articles with us about career coaching, and one of the people that writes about it talks about, you know, there are a lot of people who have great jobs, they never used a career coach, but she talks about some reasons why she thinks a career coach is good no matter where you are and what, you know, whether you're just looking for a job or you have a job and want to make a change. And one of the things that they say is, in this article, is that you should know your talents and really know them well, and that it's really important to know yourself.
Right.
So it's a lot of kind of self-knowledge as you go into a job or looking for a promotion.
It is, because I mean, one of the hardest questions I think that anyone ever faces is, tell me a weakness. What is a weakness of yours? And people are like, I don't have a weakness.
Cheesecake.
You know, it's like, I don't have a weakness, but that is also something is when you sit down with someone like myself, it's like, I'm going to tell you things that you're not going to want to hear. I'm not going to sugarcoat things because I want to push you to be better. I want to push you beyond your comfort zone and make you step out of that box so that you go in the next day and you're empowered to rise up to that challenge. But a lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the things that, you know, they're going to feel self-conscious about, or that they have to step out of their comfort zone in order to make it work.
Like, what are some uncomfortable things you've had to say to somebody?
Well, I mean, appearance is obviously a big one because people think that it's superficial, but it's not. I mean, the world of business, you have to play the game, and first impressions comes down to 7 seconds. And in 7 seconds, what does that come down to? How you look, how you represent yourself, and your confidence level. So, I mean, it's things like that, but it's also dealing with a lot of introverts and getting them to realize, okay, you're very shy. And you're not going to be successful unless you really start engaging with people and you make yourself sit in those uncomfortable situations for a while, because again, the more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Yeah, and the better at it you get as well. I think these are great ideas, and obviously now's the time. If you're looking for a job, don't wait. Put yourself ahead of the competition. Get a career and image coach. You can contact Amanda, the BizGal, at thebizgal.biz. That's her website. You can find out more as well as contact her there to hire for your business or yourself. Thanks so much for being here, Amanda.
Thank you, ladies.
Good
Always
stuff.
a pleasure.
Yeah,
Nice
good
to
see
have
you.
you. Still ahead, a few ideas for